Leave me be already. I will never return to the Paladin. I wonder if she had an inkling of what was happening too when she left the order. Erwin shoves Arhan's aside as she shouts, Arwen, please, just listen to what I have to say. The night of the tragedy, it wasn't your fault, but you turn your back on the Paladins now, how are you any different from Red Dyer? So he turned his back on the Paladin also. Many Paladins lost their lives at Emain Macha. Even the townspeople have lost their faith in us. We need a great knight like you in the order, if we are ever to recover. Arhan seizes Erwin's hand and gazes into her eyes. Erwin, I beg you, come back to us. Erwin gazes right back at Arhan, then lets go of his hand. I'm sorry, I don't think I can. I have no right to return to Emain Macha. Red Dyer, Arhan, perhaps you don't remember, but I loved him. The night after tragedy, I secretly traded my shift and spent the night with him at Gyret Hills. Oh, did they get it on? As the sun rose in Emain Macha the next morning, everything was already over. The knight who took my shift was dead, and Red Dyer was held responsible for allowing the attack to happen. Oh, so she was supposed to stand guard, but because she traded shift, someone's less experienced took over, and the people who were there got massacred. Erwin's voice quivered. With the help of a subordinate, Red Dyer escaped. He abandoned his responsibility in Emain Macha in the time of need. What does it mean to be a paladin? What is it worth? Since that day, it all feels so empty. He chose his own happiness over the well-being of others, and he knew no shame. He had no right to be a paladin. The fact that I abandoned my post and fell for a coward like him is my shame to bear. Erwin chokes back a tear. Arhan, please just go. Don't say anything else, just leave. Arhan reaches for Erwin, but stops himself and turns away. Alright, I'm sure no words will change your mind right now. Just remember one thing. If you ever return, the Paladin's Knight will always welcome you. Arhan drops his shoulders and walks away. A lot of tragedy. Is my goddess here to give me a revelation? There's no time. I can't stop Psycho. Ursula, do not discourage but continue to find the path of Knight of Light. Don't forget, you need much perseverance and sacrifice to walk becoming Knight. You decide to follow after Luke. The Knight of Light will lead you to become Knight of Light. Hang in there. I believe in you. Your belief is worth 1000% to motivate me. Did her shadow kind of look like Psycho there, or was I just imagining it? Is it not her? Is it another illusion? And why is this still going on? Okay, that was weird. I wonder if Psycho is manipulating us again. Or other people. Oh no, we gotta talk to Tarlac and it's daytime. Oh, time to AFK. We made it. You're one of those who can believe in actually the Knight of Light training, aren't you? I don't know how. I read somewhere that you have to learn how to use different types of powers and harmony to maintain balance in order to become a knight. Those three are the power of God, spirit, and human. Power of God represents the blessing of the gods, which contain the order of this world and the power to justice and consequence. This is true. You choose the path of night on your own, and you have blessing of Morrighan in this place. So since you have the power of humans and God array, so the only remaining is the power of spirit. Spirits are the soul. The soul socialized spirit form semi-organs are referring to spirit, so you gotta work all three together. Yes, become Night Light, you must use the tool that enchanted with the power of the spirit. The most important item of Night Light is the Paladin armor. This armor helps disperse the enormous power of the god contained within the Night Light, showing the power is balanced. So the blah blah blah. Paladin's armor is made with all the wisdom of the ancients. I heard its only owner can even wear it, and it's all the legend. If you're interested in this armor, you should go see is the spirit. Wow, you can find her. Oh. Does he change at 5? Maybe he doesn't change at 5 or 4. Does he change at 6? So basically, the Knight of Light uses the power of spirit, god, and human. We're human, so we already have that. We're Morrigan's current champion, so we have her, which is the power of the god. And the last is the spirit, so we're going to see the spirit ear. And in order to harmonize all three powers, we need the Paladin's armor. And in order for all three powers to work together, was basically what I understand from speed reading. Maybe that's wrong. God, my throat is killing me. Is it because I'm speaking louder than I usually am? I hope this volume doesn't peak. Oh, she's pretty gorgeous. With hair that seems as pale as the water, she is an elf whose body is so slender that she can actually seem as if she could slip through the cracks of my hand. She's looking my way with her endlessly deep dark blue eyes. Her pale skin and lips show fear and wariness, as if the slightest movement she might run away. Man, she's gorgeous. Her hair is almost like water. You're here about Paladin armor. Then you must be looking for the power of the spirits. Speaking to me won't do any good if you're not ready yet. You remind me of Luke, but you're not like him. You have to prove to me that you're ready to wear this armor. Paladin use their power to protect the happenings of others. A true Paladin would never turn down a request from spirit. Do this favor for me and I'll tell you about the Paladin's armor. I wish to be more attractive. Everyone who looks at me throws stones at me because I am ugly. Those people have horrible taste in because you're goddamn gorgeous. Man, if only I could say that without my voice cracking. Also, great outfit. I can't even go out in public, I just hide here. It's because they pretty much judge anything that's not by human standards of a human, so any other creature's race is pretty much irrelevant to them. And don't tell me that it's the inside that counts. I can change my appearance however I please, but no matter how I look, I try, people still throw stones at me. How must I change my appearance so they won't throw stones? Since they throw stones at me on sight, I can't even start a conversation. If you can find out for me, I'll be able to lead a happy life and people won't throw stones at me anymore either. Please, I ask you, find out what people consider their ideal look. That reminds me, don't I have a book? You acquired the keyword good deeds. 8 pages? Oh, should I read this? My voice is almost gone. You know what? That's a lot. I kind of don't want to read it. Whatever, it's the experience. Let's just do it. Food for the Soul by Wilmette. A long time ago in Emain Macha, there was a girl named Lisa. Lisa was a cute girl, long brown hair and pure white skin, with cherry red lips. So cute that she was the darling of everyone in the neighborhood. Of course, her parents loved her to death. Lisa lived in a wealthy family. Her father ran a chicken farm, and they had a chicken that laid golden eggs. Those golden eggs had golden eggshells as well. It's not only tasted great, but it was great for sick people because it cured them of their illness. It only made sense that people paid a lot of money for those eggs. Lisa grew up having everything and privilege. Her family was definitely a happy bunch. Why is it like that? Lisa had a family named Katie. They would spend their after school hours hanging out in the playground, making flower crowns and drawing. Lisa's father, however, did not really approve of Lisa hanging out with Katie because Katie's father was a woodcutter who was very poor. Katie grew up helping her father out by carrying water, chopping firewood, and other tasks she could handle. Unlike Lisa, she was a tan girl with freckles on her face and had rough hands and clothes that had been passed down for generations. Despite all that, Lisa didn't mind that one bit, and Katie also enjoyed Lisa's company. I shipped them. One day, Katie's dad hurt his arm while cutting down a tree. Cutting trees didn't make much money to begin with, and now she had hurt his arm. His wife was very much concerned about how to make a living. When Lisa heard about this, she grabbed a number of golden eggs from her house and gave it to Katie. You should sell them to the market and give this one to your dad, and you'll be alright for a while. Ecstatic, Katie thanked Lisa and did as she told her to do. The next day, Lisa's father noticed that his precious eggs were missing and scolded Lisa. Even if you may be friends, you just do not help others like that. If you keep helping out those that recognize that they are poor and struggling, then whenever they reach a crisis, they will lean on people like us to help them out. They will not try to figure out how to overcome the crisis themselves. We are not that well off ourselves. We can't worry about others. I mean, he's not exactly wrong. They will grow dependent on her, just like someone else I knew in real life. Because they were helping them pay their bill, and then when they stopped helping them pay the bill, they started coming over and demanding money for the bills that they were helping them pay for. Because they were close families, but they refused them, and then they weren't close anymore. They argued a lot, and they would visit them. But yeah, so I don't really know what happened to them after that. Katie's father got much better after eating the golden egg, but he had to scold his daughter after seeing her bring money home with the eggs sold to the market. You should not just receive help from others like that. When you do that, that means you are acknowledging the fact that the person that helped you is superior to you, and you will have to live your life around it. It hurts already to live poor. You don't want to live your life around rich people, do you? That's why the two families started distancing from one another even more. Lisa and Katie slowly grew apart as a result. As they grew up, the gap between the two seems endless. Then one day a disaster struck. The formers came out from the dungeon of Emain Macha and wreaked havoc on the town. The formers burnt down the home, stole valuables, and made the place a living hell. Lisa's family managed to escape the terror by fleeing the scene, but by the time they came back, the house was burnt to ashes and the chicken farm was destroyed by the formers, so much that not a single chicken survived, even the chicken that laid golden eggs. They took some valuables with them when they fled town, but they had to sell them to keep the family afloat. Soon, the family started experiencing what they never experienced before: poverty. Unfortunately, no one offered help. Even Lisa's fiance stopped calling her after a while because he only wanted the money. Adding to these problems, Lisa's father collapsed one day and became bedridden. All of a sudden, Lisa had to start working for scraps in order to keep the family afloat. Her white peachy cheeks turned dry because she couldn't eat, and her previous pretty clothes became worn out. Her soft hands have toughened up, and the family had to spend the nights in a tiny room, shivering from the cold. Katie's father, however, started making a lot of money. The formers have burnt down many homes in Emain Macha, so the demands for wood skyrocketing. Because the town needed to build a new house, Katie's father had transformed from a woodcutter into an owner of a wood factory, and Katie never had to help her father out with labor again. The very same men that had avoided Katie began to line up, proposing and offering a blissful wedding. A few months later, Katie got a hold of Lisa's whereabouts and her plight. Katie rushed to see Lisa. When the two finally met, they were shocked to see each other flip-flop from their old days. It was enough to do well up to their eyes. After looking at one another for a long time, Katie finally told Lisa the following: "If you let me, I'd love to help you out right now." Katie finally told Lisa, "Right now, that's because you and I were friends, and even though you have helped me before when I needed it the most, it's not the only reason I want to help you. It's because I am still thankful for that to this day, and you're still my friend to me." Aww. Thanks to Katie's help, Lisa's family slowly started to move back up, and though not as wealthy as they used to be, they were able to make enough money to not worry about it anymore. The two were married to great men and spent their days, damn, they should have married each other, their days helping the poor. Not everything they touched was gold, but whenever they struggled, the same neighbor they helped it out, then would get back on their feet. The good deeds of the kids that the adults merely thought of as immature had in fact came back to them in a big way, and they helped spread the good deed in the town. Their friendship and understanding of those two kids displaying have since made their ways all across the town, and this is how Emain Macha ended up being much nicer, friendlier, and place to live. Lesson learned. Write down what you learned. I mean, that's called paying it forward. Reminds me of that of the movie. Sad ending. But man, I think I've been speaking so much that my throat is like getting harsher. Is this what it is? This feeling? It's like my throat is being like sandpaper down. But I still have 12 minutes left to go. Gotta push it through. Find a perfect match for Turkano residents. Right, ask Discord if anyone wants to help me do ideals. Alright, so where were we? Oh yeah, ideals. Well, I had asked and they said I can just do NPC soap. And I'm sure I could do it blind and guess who it is, but I'm not going to. So I think Trevor likes Dilly, I believe. Why am I walking? My bad, Fox. And I believe you need 3 for each town. Bro, why is that? I don't know why it does that close range target thing where I just want to talk to an NPC. What? I have a quest for him? Can you do me a favor? Please don't go to Dilly's and show off your strength and skill. To be honest, I am staying in this town only because of her. I don't want Dilly's comparing me to you in any way, shape, or form. Oh, okay. Did Dilly send you here by any chance? If so, please tell her this. I, Trevor, have only one person in my heart, and that one person is the beautiful Dilly's. I don't care who crosses my path, it's only Dilly's. Okay. Wow, you only need to do 1 per town now? Huh. Like I said, please tell Dilly's why I just told you. I'm not going to, because I'm busy. Yo, chill out, guys. Well, I guess Dumbarton's next. Probably after this ideal, I'll probably stop for now. For today. If I had to guess the one person here, it'll probably be Crystal. Come on, camera. So she probably likes Tarlac. Or Tarlock. Welcome. Nice to meet you. I see you have succeeded, Ursulith. Thank you for keeping your promise. I wonder if Tarlac can finally be at peace. So is it just giving me helpful hints every time? Please don't tell me you are asking this because you don't know this already. Women may be prone to changing their minds, but this is a human we're talking about. Me? I never change. Please don't take this the wrong way. I am quite aware of the priest's duty. Yes, it's embarrassing to say it, but I still think about him. Forget the male-female relationship. I'm talking about a relationship between 2 human beings. My feelings for him serve as a guide that encouraged me every day. The only thing I can pray for right now is for him to be happy. Aww. Hopefully by the end of all this generation quest they end up together. I say that about a lot of things. That usually never happens. Bangor's next. As I go. I'm guessing it's the 2 kids. Well, she's shy, so Probably not. If I had to say, it's probably Shion and Ibi. Oh, well, I remember you. We talked around before. Hey, you're back again. Hey, thanks for delivering Daddy's gift the other time. Although I don't think Ibi likes it all that much. Are they related? Oh, come on. Really? Yeah, you know who. Ibi. You knew, so why did you even ask? Yes, the two kids. Alright, so... And Emain Macha, we just did that before doing all this quest. It's Gavin and Dylan. Which, they probably had feelings for each other before, because it was pretty odd that they liked each other, like, right away. Alright, Gavin. I believe it or not, I have a photogenic memory. You were here before, weren't you? Gavin is slowly looking me over. Uladh, the one who saved the gods, you are my VIP. How can I help you? Tell me everything, haha. Oh, to see you like react to like the titles I have? Ideal look? What, my ideal type? Uladh, no matter how hard I think, there's only one love of my life. I try to find someone else, but she's the only one my heart belongs for. Uladh, yes, you know her too. I don't care who loves me, all I want is her. Dylan. That's right, yes, she's the one I've been looking for. Thank you, Uladh. I am now ready to be honest with my feelings. I'll never give up. Thank you for encouraging me, Uladh. This is the world. It's a beautiful place to live in. Thanks a lot. Alright. That was a lot easier than I expected it to be. Thinking I have to find 12 players, and you can actually use NPC, and you only have to find one per town, which was pretty easy compared to what it was back then. Find ear or So this is what people think is attractive. I should be safe from thrown rocks, right? Oh, by the way, I haven't heard Nelly's answer. I'd love to find out what his ideal type is. Were you looking for me? Nelly approaches Error as if he's walking through a dream. I was right. When I heard you were looking for ideal looks, I knew Error of CEO, I don't know why I call it CEO Island, sent you. You always been the one for me ever since I first laid eyes on you on CEO Island. I play my music only for you. Breathes in surprise, but you threw a rock at me. How can you tell me this now, you liar? Do you know what that rock did to me, you humans? Is it fun mocking other beings, ignoring the spirit? Crystal clear teardrop rolled down Earth's cheek. You have it all wrong. I was just too shy. Nelly dropped his head deep in thought for a few seconds. He looks into Earth's eye and tightens his grip on his lute. Some stories cannot be expressed in words. They lose their meaning as soon as they're spoken aloud. Come listen, this song is for you. Your love is enough to provide water for those that are thirsty for one, and your love is enough to provide seeding for fishermen and have spent... I guess I'm not reading this. Thank you, Ir. I'll see you later. Oh. I understand, that's why all those people were throwing rocks at me. Thank you for telling me this, and Nil. I think I have more confidence after this. Blushes as Nell. Or Nelly? I'm sorry, Nelly, but could you give Ursulith and me a moment in private? I need to say something only a Milletian will understand. Of course, when I see you next, I'll play you a song more fitting of your beauty. Nelly leaves the temple as he nibbles a young willow leaf. Once he's out of sight, speaks. As promised, I'll tell you why I know of Paladin's armor. I'll say you earned it. Paladin armor combines the blessing of God and man. First, you need armor made from a special ore that carries divine blessing, crafted with humanity's blessing. Then I'll imbue the armor with my spirit blessing. In order to make the armor, however, you first have to find Goldbean's manual in Berry Dungeon. Reaches into the pool of light and retrieves a small letter. Here's a letter for Edern in Bangor. Take this to him and he'll help you get the Mithril armor. If you come back to me after getting the Mithril armor from Edern, I'll grant you the spirit blessing. May the blessing of the spirit be with you. Okay. Well, listeners, I guess that's it for today. It kind of feels like we're like 30% through the G2. I wonder if it's going to be short compared to like G1 or something. Well, it just gave me the other quest. Well, but we'll probably do it next time. Anyways, and with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching and listening to the end. And with that, I'll see you guys later. Bye.